In the last few weeks, we have been telling the story of Tom Smitheringale and his attempts to become the first Australian to reach the North Pole solo and unsupported. We tried to get him yesterday. The wind was a-howling, but we found him this morning. Tom, hello to you.
Yes, good morning, Jeff. Polar greetings.
Polar greetings, Tom. Where are you?
I am just past 87 degrees and on my way to the North Pole.
We knew that. But I must admit, for a start, we're very surprised and splendidly surprised that you can be that close to the North Pole and you can be talking to the people of WA. How are you feeling?
Oh, look, I'm feeling great. And can I firstly say a loud shout out of heartfelt thanks to all the people of WA. I know there's a lot of people who are thinking of me and willing me on, and it's incredibly important for me to have them in my corner. It's been great.
I bet. Listen, we hear your voice. You sound strong, but we've also been hearing quite a lot about, frostbitten fingers. What's your health like, Tom?
Yeah, look, the mind is strong, but the body is starting to struggle after it's been, I think, 7 weeks, coming up to 50 days on the ice, and we're not designed to survive in these sort of conditions, and I am struggling with I've had some difficulties with my fingers, and my feet also causing me some discomfort. But I have to be optimistic, and I know that the closer I get to the pole, the better the conditions, and also the better the weather. It does become milder, and that does help with frostbite.
How far to go, Tom?
In kilometres, we're looking at just under 300, but look, the worst ice, the hardest part, all the hard work is behind me now. If conditions are good and there's a bit of luck on my side and some positive drift, then it could be achievable in the next couple of weeks.
Tom, can you tell us what your world looks like just at the moment? If you look about you, what do you see?
If I was to look outside my tent, it is heart-stoppingly beautiful. It is just an amazing landscape of white that glows and sparkles. It is beautiful, and that's one of the great motivators of being up here in this landscape. Every day it changes, and I'm just very lucky to be here.
Tom, we're very lucky to have the chance to talk to you, and it's really good of you to make some time available. Keeping in mind, I don't think you've had a lot of company for the last 50 days. But you said that the mind was willing, but the body felt a bit weak. And when we were talking to Jim Pizzier about a week ago, there were the stories that you got pretty close to pulling out. Just how close?
Yes. Yeah, look, that's very true. There are a lot of difficulties here that are conspiring against you, and I have lost a couple of days at the start of the trip to bad weather with the fly-in. There's also been a couple of days of negative drift that has put us back, and also one day of self-doubt relating more to frostbite than anything else, and that was a day where the pain in my hands was just unbearable. The mornings are particularly bad when the hands thaw out, or should I say cool down, and it was on one of those days that I decided that maybe that it was foolish to continue, and I was delaying the inevitable. And it was after some discussion with Jim and some other members of the team that I had made the decision to get extracted, and Jim was going through the motions to make that happen. And when the reality of that decision started to sink in, it was then that I decided that I can always take one more step and I should keep going.
You're listening to Tom Smitheringale, and he is talking to us, we think, about 300 kilometres away from his final successful destination at the North Pole. And we're really delighted that he's been able to join us this morning. You spoke about perhaps giving in to the physical side of this process, but then you say days later that you can look out of the tent and see a wonderland that continues to inspire you. So clearly the mind is winning, and we very much hope that continues to be the case. Do you feel strong enough to get to the end, Tom?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And I know there's a lot of support out there that helps push me along. But yes, the mind is strong, and I just need a bit of luck and the body to hold on. And I know I'll achieve my objective. I know I'll get there.
We're hearing, Tom, when you say the run to the North Pole will be better, that the conditions will be better, flatter, that you'll probably be able to travel faster. But that will require you to ignore frostbite and ignore the accumulated fatigue of 50 days. How do you do it, Tom?
It is a very dehumanising process, and you have to think of yourself as more of a machine than a man, and you just have to disconnect yourself from the pain, and the body adapts to both comfort and deprivation. So it's something I've been good at over the last 50 days, and I just need to continue with that same mindset. And I approach every day with a clear mind and an open mind, and just never forget how fortunate and how lucky I am to be here.
Tom,
and if I can get through each day safely without making any mistakes, then it's a huge celebration. It's a great victory.
Oh, I think what you're doing, I think everyone believes what you're doing is incredible, beyond our abilities and probably beyond our understanding.